All right, folks, Valentine's Day is coming up, and that means rom-com season will be in full swing. So for all you boyfriends, partners, or just friends out there, here's a quick rundown of one of the biggest ones in 4 minutes or less, so you can fall asleep or think about whatever you need to get through it so you don't go crazy and still seem like you paid attention. Today, it's all about Love Actually. Yes, I know, it's a Christmas movie, but you are going to have to watch it for both, so grab some coffee and a notepad. It's Christmas in London, and apparently love is everywhere. Like glitter at a craft store, it gets into all the cracks of life, whether you want it there or not. This is not your usual rom-com. Oh no, this is a multi-rom. 8 stories, countless bad decisions, and a questionable amount of Hugh Grant charm. First up, there is the new lovable and nervous prime minister running the country, but still has time to fall for Natalie, his tea-fetching staffer who keeps getting called plump. Their love story is a dance, literally. Hugh wiggles through 10 Downing Street like he's had one too many eggnogs. Meanwhile, Harry is out here failing at marriage. He's got his wife Karen, a woman so emotionally intelligent she's basically a TED Talk in human form. But he's tempted by his sexy secretary. He buys her a necklace, which Karen discovers, and has an emotional crying scene while listening to Joni Mitchell. Then there's Mark, the king of poor timing and worse decisions. He's secretly in love with Juliet, who is married to his best friend Peter. Instead of seeking therapy or moving on, Mark shows up at Juliet's door with a boombox and cue cards to confess his love. Oh, and let's not forget Colin, a walking thirst trap with zero game. He decides British women are the problem and hops on a plane to America, where he's magically treated like Ryan Gosling in a room full of rom-com extras. It's ridiculous, but his sheer audacity is almost inspiring. Daniel is a widower trying to connect with his stepson Sam, who's got a crush on a girl named Joanna. Sam, a tiny Casanova, decides the way to her heart is through music, so he learns to play the drums. This culminates in him sprinting through an airport, pre-TSA madness, to confess his love. Then there's Jamie, who retreats to France after catching his girlfriend cheating on him. There he meets Aurelia, his Portuguese housekeeper. They don't speak the same language, but love apparently doesn't need words. It does, however, need subtitles. He eventually proposes in butchered Portuguese, and she says yes. It's sweet if you ignore how bonkers it is to marry someone you've never had a real conversation with. Then again, maybe he's onto something. Meanwhile, Billy Mack is an aging rocker trying to revive his career with a hilariously awful Christmas single. His romance seems to be about his career till he finally discovers that the one true love in his life, beyond the money, fame, and sex with Britney Spears, is his chubby manager. It's the hetero life mate he's had all along. Throughout the movie, we get to know intimately John and Judy, who are professional body doubles in the adult industry. While pretending to hump, they bond over polite small talk. John eventually asks Judy out, and they end up together after Judy kisses John because he's not only a gentleman, he's aware that work doesn't always have to come home. And finally, there's Sarah, a woman caught between her secret desire for her sexy-as-hell coworker they named Carl, just to bring him down a notch, and her love to care for her brother in a mental institution. And while she does finally muster up the strength to make a move on Carl, she is quickly brought back to Earth by her brother that needs her. It's heartbreaking, but you do get to see Carl half naked, so that's a plus. The whole thing is tied together in the end, where you find out most of the characters are connected in some way with each other. The movie insists that love, messy, awkward, occasionally disastrous love, is all around us. Is it perfect? Nope, but neither is life. And maybe that's the point, showing us a holiday casserole of dysfunction, questionable decisions, and just enough charm to keep you from flipping the table. It's messy, chaotic, and a little bit magical, just like love, actually.